want to watch.
How's it going, guys? Welcome to Fatberg. Today I got a quick, it's probably going to be a light, but technically I'm breaking something down. So last night I was on my YouTube and I got a suggestion on there, and my YouTube algorithm's pretty fucked at this point. I watch a little bit of everything on here, and with the shock videos and just everything kind of comes together and creates utter chaos for my suggestions. So a little bit of everything pops up, but I was suggested something and I was like, what the fuck is that? Now, the video was titled, hang on, let me pull this up for you real quick. So the video was titled, Unlocking Creativity, Embrace the Beauty of Temporary Tattoos, DIY Body Art Inspiration. Right. Doesn't really sound too nefarious, and it isn't. Let me be clear. Like, I don't think this person's doing anything that bad, but the thumbnail for the video was just some lady's bush hanging out of her underwear with a little temporary tattoo next to it. I was like, what? What? So I watched it. It was a minute long, and yeah, it's just a lady applying a temporary tattoo right above her fucking vagina. You can't see any, like, actual sexual organs or anything. You just see, like, a full fucking, bush and pubic mound or whatever, and they are clearly erotically applying a temporary tattoo to that area. Like, they're sitting there, like, sensually rubbing it, and they're kind of, like, getting real low there, if you catch my drift. And I'm watching this and I'm like, okay, how the fuck? So you skirted around the algorithm here. I see what you did with the title there. But whatever, like, their channel was full of this stuff, but I'm seeing more suggestions, and this is kind of a thing. It seems to be relatively recent from what I can see. All the videos popping up that I have pulled up here are within a month or two, and I dug a little bit more, and I'm seeing a lot of these, or most of them even, aren't age restricted at all. Like, I'm sure they clicked the little tick mark that says not for kids. I fucking hope they did. But yeah, there is no age restriction on any of the ones that I looked at here. Let's pull up. I'm not going to name names here, because again, I don't think this is that fucking evil of a thing. But yep, looking at this right here, nothing. No age restriction, no indication that this is for adults, and it fucking is. This is clearly meant to be erotic, and they're trying to skirt around, like, terms of service to upload this stuff. So, here's the thing. When I did the Kevin Leonardo video, I don't think I was too clear on how I actually felt about that. I did say, like, oh, this shouldn't be on here. I was mostly just kind of running my mouth. I have no problem with what anybody uploads to YouTube, really. I do truly think that, like, the Kevin Leonardo thing, like, that did not belong on YouTube. It was not educational. You're just rubbing cream on your asshole. Like, put it someplace else. Honestly, like, it should have been on Pornhub. I feel like people would have been more interested in it on there for educational reasons. Other porn stars might see that and be like, oh, hey, I do want to know how to use Nair on my ass and see how it looks. But this guy uploaded it to YouTube, and he's sitting there fucking, like, winking his stink hole at us, and it's like, dude, we see what you're doing, okay? But at the end of the day, I don't care, right? Like, you could upload straight-up porn to YouTube, I guess, and whatever, Like, I'm not there for it, and I'm not going to engage in it. The problem I have is that YouTube is very uneven-handed with how they dish out terms of service, and people get away with some things, and then another person will do pretty much the same thing, and they don't get away with it. Meat Canyon did a video on the Kevin Leonardo thing, and he used some examples from his end. If you don't know who Meat Canyon is, he makes animated cartoons, and he's uploaded some that are, like, I'm not going to say sexually charged, but they have, like, sexual themes to them, and he's had those taken down for that. He's gotten in serious trouble. It's affected his channel. And then Kevin Leonardo comes up and he shows his fucking asshole, winks it at us, and all he had to do is put an age restriction on it, and nobody gives a shit. Like, what's going on here? So coming to this temporary tattoo thing, like, it's clear all these people are trying to, like, fool the algorithm with their titling and what have you, and they're showing... You know, I don't know how the terms of service actually approaches, like, showing pubes and, like, your fucking general crotch area, but it's erotic videos that are showing, you know, pretty much nudity, right? And this is fine. But somebody can create a piece of art or an actual, like, piece of entertainment and get in a ton of trouble for it. That's the problem here. I don't care if these people are showing their fucking bush and doing erotic temporary tattoos. That's fine. Honestly, it's it's kind of interesting to watch. But the problem I have is that there's other legitimate content creators getting flagged for stuff, and these guys are doing, like, OnlyFans content on YouTube, and it's completely fine. That's fucked up. On top of that, again, a lot of these are not age restricted, and that means that essentially, like, if your kid is using YouTube and it's not, like, on, like, YouTube for Kids, and they go look up temporary tattoos on YouTube, they could realistically bump into this shit. And again, it's temporary tattoos, right? Like, you know, your kid might actually look that up for fun, and then the first thing that pops up is some lady's fucking bush, and they're sitting there stroking it, you know? Like, that sucks, dude. So I kind of wanted to bring, like, attention to the temporary tattoo YouTube thing, because I think it's fucking nuts, and it's also a little fucked up. Again, I think it's fine. Just put an age restriction on it, dude. Like, come on. Don't let this shit just float around. Like, I had age restricted some of my videos, and, like, they're censored, you know? But, like, this stuff, it's just porn, man. Like, it's just softcore porn. But this seems to be a pretty recent phenomenon. Again, it's all... I don't see anything, like, older than a month. I got some uploads here from, like, a year ago, but they're not the same. They're a little different. It looks like somebody's actually trying to do something. No, this seems like people just recently realized, like, hey, we can do the whole, like, temporary tattoo body art thing to make porn and share it to everybody. Look, at the end of the day, like I said, YouTube's just got to fucking get their shit together with, like, what's okay and what isn't. If this is allowed, then we need to ease up on legitimate content. And that's a shitty way of putting it, you know? Like, porn is legitimate content, you know? It's hard to do that, and it's hard to be good at doing that, and they deserve respect, but at the same time, why are you allowed to show your bush? And if I showed my bush right now, this channel would get taken down, and you fucking know it. You would report it. Okay? Why is it okay for them to do it, but I can't? Think about that for a minute.